everybody, and welcome to January. It's New Year. Whenever it comes to this time of the year, I always am feeling like this feeling of looking back, right? And you think that you'd get to the new year and you're in this space of looking forward of all the abundance of what's coming in the new year. But for me, I am always in this reflective period where I feel like I am shifting from where I was to making space to actually where I'm going. And when you think about it energetically, to me, it makes perfect sense because you're letting go of all the lessons that you learned along the way, all the things that sort of happened that maybe didn't come out the way that you wanted to, all the cakes that fell, so to speak. And at the same time, looking at all the things that went really well, all the things that you want to hold and really remember. And for me, I had several things that happened this year that I actually never really want to forget. I want to sort of emblazon it onto my mind. And I think the biggest thing that happened to me was publishing my book. But then the thing that I don't talk about often, and I'm not really publicly speaking about, is really the support that I got from my family and how they really just celebrated me and allowed me to have that time, and are still allowing me to have that time. And my relationship with them, because of that, has blossomed even deeper than it was before. And that's something that is emblazoned on my soul. So when you think about this past year, I want you to think about that. The things that you hold on to that seem like something you can put your finger on, that you can hold, right? That you're really proud of. And then I want you to think about something that allowed you to get there. That is something that maybe you don't speak about as much, but you sort of know that that was the piece of the puzzle that you needed to be able to get to the thing that you really wanted to accomplish. And so for this month, I really want to dedicate these cards to creating this space of what we want to move forward into this next year, letting go of the things that we feel that are our obstacles. And that's one of the things that I love about when I do 15-minute card readings. I do a 4-card pull, really allowing you to see, like, where is the thing that's tripping you up right now? Why is it coming into your life? And how do I move past it? And if I do move past it, what will I be able to achieve? And it really takes about 15 minutes to do these card pulls, but I always feel that they are so enlightening, because sometimes the thing that you think is an obstacle, the thing that you think is in your way, is really showing up as a teacher to teach you something that you may not want to really look at, but by looking at it, you grow. And so I hope these cards do that. So I'm going to pull 4 cards for us for today for this New Year's draw. So the first one is, it's a group pull. So this is not a personal card pull. If I did it for you on a one-on-one, it would be specifically for you, but this is the energy of the group that I'm sending it to. So the first is, what is showing up? The next is, why is it even coming in our way? The third is, how do I move past it? And the fourth is, what will it allow me to have if I move past it? So I'm doing this 4-card pull for the group. If I did it for you, it would be completely personal. So the first card is the Adian cross. And you might say, so what does this mean? And when I look at this cross, it's about creating space. And when we look at that space, that negative space, there's been this hole that's sort of coming up for all of us that we feel is something that we're searching for. It's something that we want to achieve to feel fulfilled within ourselves. And we're searching everywhere we can look to fill this void. And so, why is that showing up? Why is that feeling showing up? The reason is, so the card is the staff. And you can see that it looks like a giraffe. And so when I think about the giraffe and I think about the length of its neck, it's about being able to see past what we really are being presented with. You know, so many times we see the things that are right in our face, right here. But then if we look beyond what's really showing us, it's sort of like seeing the forest behind the trees. You know what I'm saying? And when you look beyond what you're seeing right in your face, you start to understand why it's actually coming. So for me, I've been shifting a little bit in terms of how I'm doing my coaching, because I'm traveling a lot. And I used to work with people exclusively only for a year. And I've decided that I really only want to work with 5 people like that. And then the rest of the time, I really just want to do single sessions, or maybe a soul plan for somebody, or, you know, a deeper conversation about how to connect to your spirit guide. And so for me, I kept on feeling this sense of loss because I wasn't constantly busy, as though my value was in how busy I was. And then when I started to realize that that shift is creating this space for me to be able to shift into some new form of coaching, a new brand, a new form of how I actually want to come up into the world, I started to see that I needed to see beyond what I was doing all the time and look further. So for me, that's what that card represents. And so how does knowing that really allow me to move forward? And the card is the circle. And so when I get this card, this circle, and if you look over here, you can see a heart. It's about embracing all of the souls that I touch in all the conversations that I have, and allowing them to be easy and effortless, allowing people to be able to come in contact with me and have whatever touchstones they need to be able to move in their lives the way that they want to, and allow conversations to evolve. And that eventually a conversation is going to evolve that move me into different patterns, and also allow other people to move their consciousness and evolve theirs. So it's this circle that we all connect with one another, almost like a soul family. And if I allow myself to sort of see it that way, what do I get to have? Well, I get to have this. And this is this ability to be able to see past the sun that I always look towards for my energy, for my light. To be able to see the sun when the skies are cloudy. To be able to trust that the sun and the light is there for me, even when the skies are gray. And so what does that have to do with you? And it is that sometimes things feel as though they're not happening. Things are not as vivid as that you would like, that the signs are not coming to you the way that you want them to. And sometimes what we need to do is we need to have faith in the fact that the steps that we're taking need to simmer. They need to be cultivated, and then they emerge into the things that we want. So to have faith in yourself, have patience with yourself, have compassion for yourself, that things don't always happen quickly, that sometimes they take some time to simmer. And then eventually, if you stick around with it and you believe in it, what you want, the results that you're looking for, come. So I hope this 4-card pull allowed you to find some illumination in your life, answer some questions for you. And stay tuned. If you're in Amplify Your Intuition, I'm going to be doing another intuitive tastings on January 22nd. I hope you can come. Those are free. And I hope you have a beautiful January. Bye.